So, very good morning. If you are joining me from UAE and other parts of the world, if it is morning, wherever you are, very good morning. And if you are in India, it is going to be still morning, about to be afternoon. So, very good afternoon and very good evening if you are in other parts of the world. I hope I am loud and clear. And this is another morning for me, and another new day, another opportunity, and another possibility to make a difference in my life. And through Nexados, your daily dose of wisdom, this platform where you are watching me live, the purpose is to contribute and create a difference in life of others, especially the members of this platform. So thank you so much for attending this session. Thank you, Prakash ji. Thank you, Abdul Khalik. And as you all know, today, within half an hour, I am going to talk on a subject which is very important, very powerful for all of us. And it is nothing but, you might have seen in the poster, the circular, what we had circulated is about attitude. And normally, in my part of subcontinent, wherever I have grew, and normally, whenever we use this word attitude, is something like with negative meaning, or you can say that with slang, like he has this attitude or that attitude, or he or she is showing some attitude, kind of things. But the real meaning of attitude somehow we don't try to understand, or we don't know. And during my journey of my life, and I call myself a student of life, is very important, and I have learned, and I call that A for attitude. Because if you see the alphabets of English language, A to Z, each and every letter has its own meaning, what I have curated in terms of personality development or the training or growth, whatsoever you want to do. So it is critical for me, and that's what I have learned and decided to share with you all. And I request you all to be interactive, and if you can put your message in the chat box, uh, I can interact with you, and we'll have a wonderful session, which I'm going to share with you. So, what is what is attitude, or in other words, what is positive attitude? Well, we all know, and we all keep on telling ourselves that let's be positive, let's show the positive attitude, and we always try to be in the positive mindset. But my experience, and if you have also experienced your life, it is a bit challenging. Like it is good to say and good to listen, good to know that yes, positive thinking is very important. We should have the positive attitude. But I don't know in your life, but occasionally with me, it happens when I really need to show the positive attitude during that moment, it doesn't happen. Like we always uh, react, we always resist something, and whenever we are in a moment, in a situation, wherever we are having conversation with someone, or when we have to deal some a moment, some situation, we always resist. And instead of responding to a situation, we react. And whenever we are into that reactive mode or resistance mode, it doesn't apply to have the mindset in the positive attitude. It doesn't happen with me. But recently, I have learned certain things, certain tools, so that I keep myself in the positive mindset, positive attitude kind of things, and it helps a lot. So that's what I would like to share with you. And thank you very much, Prakash and Khalik Donesa, for joining this conversation. And I see some more, but I can't see the name. So thank you so much. Let's have the conversation. In case you have some point, please do put in the chat box so that I can also learn what exactly should be the positive attitude, and how can we be always in the positive mindset, or each and every moment we can apply that positive attitude, so that we feel contented, we feel happy, and we feel that yes, it is the life which we are living with control, with pleasure, and all such a stuff. So the question is that from where does this positive attitude comes? Well, it's a simple question, and it's you all know that it comes from within. And this positive attitude, what I have learned is it is nothing to do with the external circumstances or external environment or external situation or the people to whom you are interacting. Because normally in these days there are negativities around. Most of the people to whom you interact with me in professional life and sometimes in the personal life and all, people are busy in their lives, and they have their own challenges and the problems and situations, etc. So definitely the circumstances would be negative. We can't expect others to be always in the positive mindset. So the positive attitude whatsoever we are looking for, it doesn't come from external environment. It cannot. It has to come from within. And that's why in the simple form, in the simple way, if I have to define that, it is nothing to do with what happens to you. It keeps on happening, something always, but it is what you do. Yes, it is what you do and how you react or respond or act, what happens to you. Let me repeat. So positive attitude doesn't have any relationship with what happens to you, but how do you respond? How do you react? How do you manage what is happening to you? And that's the key. That's the key. And that's what we have to remember, we have to manage all the time. And recently I've learned from one of my mentor that he said that uh, life is nothing but the collection of experiences which we experience every moment. And every experience of our life provides an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. It's just a matter of being in that moment and being in that experience and being aware of what's happening within me, and how can I manage to improve myself and become a better version of myself. And that's what the positive attitude is all about. And believe me, I have seen all the successful people, and definitely you must also have the experience of knowing all the successful people around you, within your society or within your community, all those people are having positive attitude. And that's why experts say that it is the master key if you want to become really successful. Positive attitude is the master key. But we have to really get mastery over that. We have to ensure that each and every moment we remain in that mindset. And the positive attitude is start with the mindset. And our mindset, yes, it is our mindset. We can say it is our belief system or programming or whatsoever. It is our mindset determines the way we deal with the situations, whether it is tough or difficult or any setbacks. And also the same mindset determines our willingness to deal and improve self and others. And you all must be knowing that either you can have the growth mindset or fixed mindset, etc. So it's very important for all of us to know what exactly my mindset is, whether I'm really being aware in that moment and taking the things from positive perspective and willing to improve myself. So that's very important when we really want to become a person of having positive attitude, and we consider this positive attitude in our personality as the master key to get the success. Now, the second important thing what I have learned recently is being congruent, or in other words, to be focused on being congruent of thoughts, actions, and feelings. Now, what happens is that, and why some people they say that only positive thinking or just telling yourself that being positive doesn't help. It doesn't help. Yes. Why? Because we do fail to be in congruence of our thoughts, action, and feelings. It is good. We can create the positive thoughts, but what about action? What about feelings? So if you think positive, but if you still feel negative, then how will we act? We can't. That's why whenever we feel that something is going wrong, we have to be alert. And again, what is feeling? Feeling is nothing but a thought in our mind of something and sensation in our body somewhere, right? So the second important point to be positive and have the positive attitude all the time is to ensure that there's a congruence between our positive thoughts. Of course, we have to take the positive action, and then the positive feelings, the good feelings, the feelings of having a wonderful human being, the feelings of oneness, the feeling of that we all are one, the feeling of contributing something to the people, and keeping ourselves in a positive mindset. And that helps. And the bottom line is it's not only about positive thinking alone that drives our success in life. It is about being in positive congruence between the way we think, act, and feel that drives our success in life. So that's what I wanted to share. Is another important point to be in congruence, and it happens. You in the practice, we all can do that. Now the third important point is the self-talk. Now whatever happens in any situation, first we talk to ourselves, and then we either respond or react. And most of the time, rather every moment in our life, whenever we are awake, we feel we are alive, that we keep on talking to self, and a stream of thoughts always there in the subconscious mind. And sometimes we blame that our parenting was not good and something wrong has been programmed, and our self uh, talk or the limiting beliefs are there. There are challenges, problems we can't manage, etc. But in spite of all such thoughts, such feelings, such thinking, please make a note that the way the way we speak with ourselves plays a massive role in the way we perceive ourselves, because this is the self communication. So the way we are talking to ourselves, we are perceiving ourselves, and the way we perceive ourselves, others also perceive in the same way. And then the magic begins if everything is positive, everything is good about self, about the situation, about the moments, about the action, about the feelings. So these three are the very important critical points what I have learned in my life, and wanted to share my experience with you about having the positive growth mindset, focus on being congruent so that you have the thoughts, action, and feelings aligned together, and have the positive, powerful self talk so that you have the right perception about yourself. Because the way you perceive yourself, others they perceive you in the same way. Now, what I have done, just for the sake of convenience and understanding of myself, that I have given attitude, or I have taken attitude as an acronym, the each and every alphabets of attitude. So for me, A for awareness. And when I say awareness, it's about awareness of self, what's happening with me, awareness of other person's emotions, feelings, whenever we are interacting with him or her, and awareness of the things, the circumstances, the situation. So we have to be aware in totality, like what's happening with me, others, and the moment. And when we are really aware, then we can manage the moment, manage the experience in the better way. The second alphabet T is, for me, is trust. Trust on self, trust on your own ability, trust in others, and have the feeling of trust in the relationship, and trust in the positive outcome during that moment when you are experiencing your life. So when you have that trust, believe me, the outcome will be always better as you expect to get it. Now, the third letter, which is again T, I have given this a meaning, a word as temperament. It's very important to have the right temperament, which is nothing but the right mindset or emotional state of our mind, to be in the calm, cool, with the complete allowance, what's happening, how can you take it, receive it. And when you are in that emotional state of with the right temperament, the outcome would be better. Now, the fourth letter is I, and I have given the meaning to I as integrity. Integrity is very important for me, and I believe for all the successful people. If you look, or if you dive deeply into the lifestyle of those people, you will find they all maintain that integrity, which is nothing but what you say, you do, and what you do, you say in the simple way. And it helps a lot because you need not to find what exactly had happened in past because you are always in that state of integrity. So whatsoever you say you do and whatsoever you do you say. So and that gives you feeling of feeling of being in peace is very important. And during that moment when you are having an experience of your life with someone with some situation, and when you are following that principle of integrity, you will get wonderful positive outcome. Now another later, the fifth one in this again is T, and I have given T. The meaning is taming, tame. So what happens is that all the time, whenever we are being awake, alive, conscious, communicating with the other persons, still there is a stream of thoughts in the back of mind, and because of our society, about our upbringing, there are always some negative voices coming in our subconscious mind, and feeling of I am not good, or the other persons are not good. People can cheat, or you can't trust people. All such stuffs. So just ensure that you keep on taming those negative voices or negative vibes or negativity about the people, about the situation, about the moments whatsoever, and that will help again to get the positive uh, result, positive outcomes. Because whenever we do communicate with the individuals or the persons, what exactly we expect? We expect some outcomes. We expect some positive results. And when when we are having the positive expectation, then definitely we get the positive result. So that's how important it is. And I can see some of the comments. Abdul Ghaffar has joined, and then thank you, Omar, as well. Donesa, Prakash. So I will read the comment. Let me just complete this. So that's what is about taming T. Now the next letter is U, and what the meaning I have given you is that understand yourself, understand others, and understand the power of positive attitude. So during the moment when you are experiencing the life, if you are completely understanding your state, your mindset, your feelings, and also when you completely understand the feelings, the state of others, and the situation wherever you are, it will help to get the positive outcomes from that conversation or that interaction. And the next letter is D, and I have given the meaning as dedication. Yes, we have to be dedicated to our life, of course, and in that moment as well. Because positive attitude, what I have learned is, or it can be defined as the way you dedicate yourself to the way you think. Let me repeat, the way you dedicate yourself to the way you think. And this is applicable even to a negative attitude. So it's very important to dedicate in a positive way to our thoughts, whatsoever consciously we are creating in that moment, or whatsoever thoughts are coming in our mind during that moment. So when we are completely dedicated to the way we think positively, we can generate the positive attitude and we can get the positive outcomes from that experience of our life. Now, the last but not the least, the alphabet is E, and the meaning what I have given is energy, enthusiasm, because we do have power of generating the emotions whatsoever we want to generate, and we have the power to generate positivity. We have the power to be in enthusiastic, as experts say that your physiology defines your psychology. So if you are in a mindset of creating positive energy, generating enthusiasm, which we can do every moment. If I want to laugh now, I can laugh. So if you want to smile, you can smile. So we do have the power of generating whatsoever we want to generate. And if we can create every moment, if we can be in the positive mindset with the positive energy, then we create a positive vibes around us. And with our positive vibes, we can influence the other person or the situation, the moment with complete positivity. So this is how I have given the meanings of different letters to the word attitude. And this is what I believe in. I am working on that so that I keep myself each and every moment in the positive attitude. And the purpose is nothing but I can contribute something to myself every moment to become a better version of myself, and I can contribute something from my side to the person, to the situation, the moment, wherever I am experiencing or interacting, so that a positive environment can be created. Ultimately, just imagine that if we all, each and every individual in this world, 7.9 billion people, if we start living with the positive attitude, the wonders would be there. We can create a place where we all would be in a very peaceful and the moments of joy and the feelings of happiness. That's what my purpose of my life is. And this is what is the purpose of Nexadose, your daily dose of wisdom. And that's what we do every day. We bring some positivity with some positive quotation so that you start thinking in the positive manner and you start generating the positive feelings and you start taking positive action. And as I explained to you that congruence is very important. So positive thoughts, positive action, positive feelings, and then everything would be fine. And this is what we do every day. And every Saturday, you might have seen either some of the members from this Nexadose, your daily dose of wisdom group, or we invite some guests to come Facebook live as currently what I'm doing. And we have also planned for all the coming Saturdays. We call it Super Saturdays. So some of the members from Nexadose or some of the guests can come and have the live interaction with you so that you can share your opinion and you can learn something new. And also time to time, we bring some experts and we have interview with the person so that we all can grow positively in our life. And that's what is life all about. Full of possibilities, full of opportunities. It is up to us that what exactly we take it from that moment. And that's how we have to live our life. Normally and unfortunately, what happens is because of the negativity around us, And because of negativity within us, well, I can't claim that I am perfect, or we can't claim that we are perfect. We all have some negativities in terms of our negative beliefs, which have been developed because of, we can say, the poor parenting or society or whatsoever. But it is our responsibility as an adult to improve and work on that and change our mindset or understand what are those negative beliefs so that you can work on and improve. And we do have some expert coaches in this group. You can interact with us. You can know if you have some challenges. You can message, put in the message in the chat box. You message if you want, if you have any specific issues, any challenges. We can interact with you one to one, and we can help you to get rid of those issues in case you have. But normally, what happens that in any specific moment, because of all the negativities, we either we react, and when we react, we can't get the positive outcome, or we resist. We resist something within us. We resist the opinion of others. Sometimes we resist the person themselves. We don't accept the personality of someone who is there. So that resistance creates lots of issues. Just imagine that if you are resisting something, you are wasting your energy. And when we react and resist, it doesn't help to be in the positive mindset and get the positive attitude. But when we respond with the complete awareness of self, others, and then we get the positive outcomes. And that's what is life all about. We have to live our life moment by moment by moment by creating positivity around us and being positive every moment with the positive attitude, so that together, yes, together, it is our responsibility to create a wonderful place, wonderful world. So with this, I would like to conclude my session. But before that, I would like to just go through the comments, and in case there is any question. So I would like to thank Prakash Mehta, sir, for joining this session and always being supportive to this group. We would love to interact with you sometime. So thank you so much, Abdul Khalik, for joining this session. And thank you, Abdul Ghaffar, for participating and giving your comments. And thank you, Barkat Ali Chipaji. I think he is joining from Pakistan. So that's great to know. And thank you so much. And I can see some of the comments. So let me read this comment quickly for the benefit of the audience, whosoever will be watching this video later on. And because most of the people here in this group have their own experience, expertise in their life, and they give very wonderful, useful suggestions, insights. Dona Sarbaz is a transformational coach. She also does the parenting coaching. She has written that when your thinking and feelings are not congruent, this is when our rational mind and intuitions are not in alignment. It's a very powerful insight, friends. So make a note of this and try to be in congruence, and it will be definitely helpful. And just let me read some more comments, which Mr. Prakash Mehta is writing that your positive attitude is your agreement to yourself and others to feel, behave, and act with sheer harmony. Yes, that's a very powerful statement. We have to be in harmony, and that gives wonderful feelings. And Donesa wrote again that in today's modern world, we have been programmed to use our conscious mind, our logic most of the time. But the more we use it, the more stressed we are. That's why meditation has become the trend for this decade. We need to tap our spiritual side as we declutter our minds, we move into transcendence, we attain clarity. That's another powerful statement. And Mr. Abdul Ghaffar is writing that attitude is the flavor of a person's personality, which decide what type of a recipe he or she has added in the foodies in his or her life, which people taste and feel. That's another way of looking into the positive attitude. And Mr. Barkat Ali Chipa has written that beautifully assigned and explained the attitude. Thank you so much, sir. And thanks for highly informative information, Abdul Ghaffar. And Nexados is doing a great job. Thank you, Mr. Ghaffar. And there is a very thin line between reacting or responding in any situation. That's what Mr. Prakash Mehta is writing. And you are right, sir. We have to be very careful whether we are reacting or responding. Now, let me just add on to that instead of reacting, we can create. If you see again, I am very particular about that. Letters use react is REACT, react. Normally what I do, I replace C and bring in the front. So react can become create. So we have the power to create instead of just reacting. And as you rightly mentioned, there's a very thin line, but if we are aware what's happening within me and how can I change from reaction to creation, then we respond in a very positive, powerful manner. And then Abdul Ghaffar has written that uh, thanks for the team for doing these efforts to make ourselves a better version, and a special thanks to Mr. Conan. Okay. All the positives, good to listen the positive comments. It gives encouragement to us and the team and the founder of this group, Dr. Omar Sharif and Tunis Arbaz. It gives your positive statement in the comments to keep on doing the good work so that together, because we are passionate uh, to take this forward and create a society so that we all think in a positive manner. And just imagine if everything becomes nice, then you feel happy, you feel contented, and you feel blessed. So thank you so much for participation. And I believe it's a time to wrap up. And I would like to wrap up with the same statement, which is the positive attitude is nothing but the way you dedicate yourself to the way you think. And as you all must be knowing, everything starts with our thoughts. So our thoughts become words, then action, then habits, then values, and then ultimately the destiny, whatsoever we want to get it. So the seed is in our thoughts. So please make it sure that you are dedicated to create positive thoughts. Because if the seed is positive, and again, it reminds me a definition or difference between being just interested or dedicated or committed. Because when we are interested in something, we just do the things as per our convenience. But when we are dedicated, when we are committed, then we don't see any obstacles coming in between. We remove the barriers, we remove the obstacles, and then we keep on moving forward. So dedication, commitment is very important. And just imagine when you are dedicated, committed in the way you think, the wonders will happen, the magic will happen. And that's what is life all about. So thank you so much for your participation. Thank you so much for attending this conversation. And looking forward to see you again next Saturday in our Super Saturday presentation. We'll be inviting some more experts, new guests with the new topic, new subject. So keep a track of this page, this group, and keep on visiting and keep on contributing so that together we can, yes, we have the power to create a better place to live, a better world, because we have to ultimately leave this body, this world one day. So why not leave this body and this place with leaving a wonderful legacy behind us? And that would be a great contribution to this Mother Earth. So with this, I would like to conclude my this session. Attitude, the master key of success. I believe I could add value to your thought process, and have a wonderful, nice day wherever you are. Stay safe, stay blessed, and keep in touch so that we can together keep on creating a better world. Thank you so much.